it. If not, they'll rewatch. Yes, yes, it's surprise. We're live now. Facebook machine, YouTube machine. Maybe we're not going to get flagged at this time for music because it looks like we got a little popular and we're getting flagged every
Mm,
single time. But we might have a way around that because
especially last weekend, you know.
yeah, yeah. But we determined it's because or we were playing it from YouTube or we were playing it from Amazon Music. So maybe that
Mm,
was the issues there. So, anyways, we'll see. And but Facebook Frank was saying is like I'm sure it started once you got Patreon, and I'm like actually like it makes sense. It's like once you're on Patreon and you've linked accounts and they're just making sure that you're not doing extra revenue. And I'm like, well, what revenue am I
mm,
making? It's like I'm not getting revenue, but we were surprised to see that there's commercials now on the podcast. So I'm assuming it's Radio Rossonera that's putting commercial enabled stuff.
mm.
Anyways, I have no idea there. So
I
what's
don't know. I haven't
happening?
seen it.
We have Kuvan from Amsterdam. You see, we are international. We're doing this. We're doing this special for Patreons. We have Colin from Milan Club Dublin. We're gonna talk. We will talk headlines, but I definitely want to get
Mm,
Colin's experience and what a great shout out that Milan gave Milan Club Dublin there. So we're just gonna give a couple of minutes and then we'll go. And like I said, Colin, hopefully
mm.
we don't get any strikes against the YouTube that they're not watching us because
I doubt.
we'll,
I doubt it, honey. Yeah, yeah.
we'll,
Because like I think this week everybody loves us, honey. You know. So.
Big Brother is always watching, as they say, right?
Mm.
So you know what? Let's. Me, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna get. This is like we're testing, but I,
Mm,
I I want this music to be our official music for me and Steve, and I think you're going to. I think you're going to approve of this music here. So let's see here. All songs. Where is it? Where is it? Kuvan, what is saying? Gonna support you guys soon on Patreon. Keep up. You make my Tuesdays every week while driving to work. Love you guys. Thank you very much, Kuvan. We really appreciate that. And let's see, where's this beautiful song here that I found? All right, here we go. Thank you for being a friend. The Golden Girls. Travel down, look back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And that's what it's all about. Thank you for being a friend. Cari amici sportivi, welcome to a Patreon special Milan Weekly podcast where we're stuck without Steve because he's got the electrician at home and he couldn't get away. But we do have Colin here, fellow Patreon. We're waiting whoever comes on, but I'm like, this is perfect for Colin to be here. Eunice on Facebook, hello to yourself. And yes, we do these kind of little specials once in a while, getting our reactions from headlines. But Colin, good evening. They're live in Dublin. What is it, 10 p.m., 11 p.m.?
Yeah, it is 10 past 10.
10 past 10. And you know
Yeah.
what? Let's get this. I wanted to get your thoughts, guys. If you've
Mm,
not been living under a rock in the last couple of days, Colin, fellow member of the Milan Club Dublin, and if you guys have seen, especially after the game against Shamrock Rovers, Milan posting a video, Donnarumma sending a video message to these guys, the players in the plane with the Milan Club Dublin scarves on there. Wow. And that's what I was telling Steve yesterday. It's like the beauty of Milan fans around the world, Milan clubs especially. We're not jealous. We're just there and supporting each other and
mm,
rooting you guys on. Colin, take
mm.
a few moments and just explain to us the experience for you as a club member there, or would it be, Fabio president to Mike? Or how was it for all members there at Milan Club Dublin during the last week?
Well, I think it was a group effort there from everybody, and I know when I woke up there yesterday morning, I had a look on their page, and I saw the Milan players with our thing in the plane, the scarf on the plane, and I don't know, like it didn't have any words at all, like it's just incredible there to see it, but we have been organising this since Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So myself, Mike, two other lads, Patrick and Alex, met up with Rob from Rock Nation. you know, to do that. So to do the AC Milan video that had been posted on the AC Milan, what do you call it, like AC Milan socials, you know.
Yeah.
So that took about, I say, more or less, like, what was it, like 2 days or so, you know, to edit and everything, you know. Yeah, so that took most of Tuesday, took most of Wednesday as well. Went out to the hotel there on Wednesday, you know, to meet the team as they were arriving. You know, it was actually great.
We haven't even Gio here. Welcome, Gio.
Oh, Gio.
We got Colin. We got Colin. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. What is that? The Centennial jersey. Gio is always with the. You know,
I have that one as well. It's a gorgeous one.
Gorgeous.
You know,
Colin.
so, yeah.
We just got Colin talking to us about the experience there in Dublin with, I don't know if you've seen, obviously, Gio, all the videos from Milan Club Dublin. Yeah, the photos, the videos of Donnarumma and this and that. But, you know, Colin, I saw the video of one of your members where, I remember his name, but he was like, you know, for all our lives, we're wishing that, you know, that one day that Milan would come play here in our town. And
Patrick, yeah.
But, and it's like,
that, yeah.
Seeing what everything, seeing, let's say, everything that's been done with the scarves and all that stuff and the video shout outs and the special video on you, is that like a bit of bittersweet because you weren't able to interact with the players? You couldn't have asked for anything better, you know, except meeting the players and everything. And Alessandro saying, how did you figure out where they are staying? They have a presidente like ours. They find out this information, you know. So
we do have the contacts. We do have the contacts.
But in the end, you guys, how did you guys feel? Everything except for not being able to see them, obviously.
Yeah, it was extremely disappointing, you know, not to be able, you know, to attend the match. You know, it was the first ever time, you know, to play here in Dublin. You know, the last time that they played in Ireland was back in 1975 against Athlone Town.
Wow.
You know, the last Italian team, you know, to which you play against Rovers was Juventus. You know, that was 10 years ago. You know, Juve only won, was it like 1-0, something like that? Yeah, so at least we got 2 goals as well.
There we
go. Know, so yeah, so that's always good. But with everything that had been happening over here, you know, the whole team, the whole squad, everyone had been in 100% lockdown. You know, so they weren't meeting anyone. You know, you know, like we only met 1 or 2 of the lads there from Milan TV, you know, and unfortunately that was it.
You guys made the best out of it because I know, like you were saying, in Ireland, they're Dublin, complete lockdown again for next 3 weeks. You couldn't do much, and you guys really made the best out of it. So kudos to you guys, and hopefully we keep on seeing these beautiful stories throughout the year. And, you know, this is a great segue for our first headline. Gio, I'm going to ask you, you know, we're talking about this whole COVID. It's happening in Ireland a lot more. But how about this news that 1,000 fans will be allowed in stadiums, announced today, like, you know, with masks on, everything? Do you think this is a right decision or a first step in the right direction there in Italy to get a maximum of 1,000 fans per game?
I mean, I think it's that's the new normal. I guess they're going to try and see what's going on. Because today I was watching Borussia Dortmund versus Mönchengladbach, and they had, 20,000 people in there? So at least, I mean, I think the Serie A is taking precautions, which is good. Because with 1,000 in each stadium, you could track. I don't know how Germany's going to track 20,000 people. But True, but, you know, going from 20,000 to 1,000. How about you, Colin? Do you think this 1,000 is the right decision? What do you think? It's a safe bet, is it not?
Well, I think yes, it is extremely safe. You know, it is a bit better than having no fans. You know, I don't know, like, is it worth having 1,000 fans in it there as well? I don't know, you know, like.
It depends, you know, if you have 1,000 at the San Siro or if 1,000 at, you know, the Cagliari Stadium. I know it's going to be a big difference there, but I think it's mostly I think it's more of a test for them. Let's go with this 1,000 people. Let's see how it goes, right? And
I think
Germany
they will
maybe
be starting on Monday, day evening as well, won't they? Bologna game. I think there is going to be 1,000 fans at San Siro.
so. Let's hope for everything goes well and there's no more spread and all this stuff. 1,000 fans. We are playing Bologna. Mihajlovic coming out and said, hopefully we don't take like last time 5 goals behind. What are you guys expecting from about you, Gio? What are you expecting against Bologna on Monday?
3-0.
A 3-0, like let's say nice
Yeah.
secco 3-0, calling
Yeah.
you, same thing. What do you think? We're just gonna
more or less, yeah, because like the Mercato that we had, is good, like, so I am expecting us, to hopefully be able to lead on from the last season, Yeah, hopefully we will be able to at least have a unbeaten game, clean sheet as well, please.
we gotta continue that streak, right? And
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Looking at the game against Shamrock Rovers, and I know we had a great Mercato, but Gio was talking to Steve yesterday, and by the way, I know you weren't on, but he thought the electrician was going to be done, but getting overtime, the electrician. Steve's got money, so he's got money with that big mansion. We're going to do some overtime, but looking at Shamrock Rovers and people, like, yes, we won. Yes, we didn't have the whole team there, but talking about this Mercato, he brought up a good point, and he said, "Are we not like maybe one injury away from total collapse?" We and no offense to Shamrock Rovers or to the city there, Colin, but a game like that had to be closed out probably early. I know we were missing key pieces, but should we be scared that we are that one injury away from maybe total disaster, especially on we're talking about wingbacks? Gio, I don't know what you feel about that.
I mean, after we got the 2-0, I was screaming at first of all, the app didn't work for the first half. But, I got my links. I've been following, before they went to Bing and then ESPN Plus. I've always had the websites to where to watch the game. So after we went up 2-0, and then he brought in, who did he bring in? Krunic in, and then, they were hitting Theo, they were hitting Ibrahimovic. I was yelling at the TV after, because in the second half, I was like, dude, just take them out. I mean, if you want to, you bringing in Krunic, that means you're going to close out the game. And they were hitting him pretty hard. So I believe an injury to Ibra or one of our key.
Exactly, and even Alessandro saying, like, it wasn't a convincing win, and I agree with that, right? It wasn't a big convincing win, but Theo gets injured, guys. Theo gets injured, guys. We're in trouble there. It's like, yes, we have the workhorses of Kessie in that midfield, but okay, Tonali is in. That's one thing, but Ibra gets hurt. What do we do, guys? It's just that I'm happy. I don't want to be Mr. Negativity here, but it's kind of shocking that games like, yes, okay, we're missing Rebic and we're missing this guy. Even Castillejo, we're talking, is like, I love his work rate, but you're running around everywhere looking like a chicken with his head cut off. But he gives his all. But giving your all is not going to bring you Champions League, right? And what did Steve say the last podcast? You're not going to make Champions League with Castillejo and these kind of guys there, but you want to support them because they are giving everything, but in the end, we're going to need better players than that. Colin, do you think they're going to bring in somebody, or do you believe in this Depay with Paqueta?
I think he is going to go to Lyon. I think he is, and I think it is going to be true that they want to have a swap deal between him and Memphis Depay. Because Jean-Luc, with Demartio, he actually said it. So he is one of the journalists that I know to have a bit of truth in what they are saying, So, like, I think they will be working on that, because, like, in fairness, Paqueta, I don't think he hasn't really settled in Milan. It doesn't look like he has at all.
it's unfortunate because
it is unfortunate.
he hasn't had the
because
chance, right? I'm sorry, guys. I don't think he's had the chance. He's never had continuous play. Maybe it's not for him, right? But
Mhm.
Ivan Alessandro brings up a good point. We're talking about the offense. We're talking about midfield. But if Steve would say Kajar gets injured, what do we do? Romagnoli, last article that I read, they're saying end of September. Gio, do you think we should be concentrating more on the Milenkoviches of this world, the defensive things, or it just looks like if we get an injury up front, I think there is a plan B. But if let's say Romagnoli's out now, let's say Kier gets hurt, what do we do? Would you go more pressing towards this whole Fiorentina thing with what's his name, Milenkovic? Yeah, No, anyways, you know what I'm talking about. What do you think? Mostly, let's concentrate on defense.
Yeah, I mean, well, the last day, I think we've been linked to Ager from Celtic. $15 million. They're trying to work that out. So I see that Maldini, he knows what he's doing. He knows, like, okay, another injury. We know Duarte's made out of plastic. I mean, out of plastic paper and all that stuff. So he could get injured like that. So I mean, I'm glad to see the links. Like after. I mean, I'm tired of seeing like attacking and Jovic and all the. No, we need to concentrate on the defense. And I know I'm glad we're not getting Serge Aurier anymore, because it's like if we're getting Serge Aurier, that's not an upgrade to Calabria or Conte to me. So why spend that money when you could just try to add more money and get like a good quality center back?
Give us another Tio Hernandez, Maldini, and the all these talks of different players, and it's just like I found that they've been doing a great job, management, to get all these different players, and we did see a couple of different stars, like would it be Colombo during the preseason, but even Calabria, Colin, yesterday, on Thursday, did not look at 100%. He did not look great on that one there.
No.
Would you go with more concentrating on the defense, because Duarte, guys, can we even judge him, right? How many times did we see him play, right? And am I going to judge a player from seeing how many games they actually have in Serie A, right? Okay, I'm not saying he's not going to be the next Romagnoli, but Kajar came in, been doing his job fine, but defensive and the wingbacks might be something to address a lot more than the offense. Do you agree?
Yeah, I know that now. I have read in the news over here now that we are have been in talks with the agent of was it a guy from Celtic? What's his name?
The one you were mentioning there, Gio.
Yeah, Christian Ager. Yeah.
Alger? Christian
Alger.
Alger?
Yeah. He's like 6'5". He's tall.
I think, but like I think the deal is only going to be worth about, was it like 15 million or something like that?
We got money.
No, it's not much at all. It's not much at all,
But we have some money to spare,
We do have money, and like I think that they have really worked this Mercato extremely well. They are having a look at like each area that we need, to improve on, and also what options they have available, based on how much money they have available as well, so they have to do that as well. So I heard that they won't be doing anything now, like until maybe the third or fourth match of the season.
Yeah.
To actually see what has to be changed as well. So
let's just put it this way, guys. It's been several years. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the last 5 years we had the one start of the season that was actually good. We need to start. We need to start with several wins. We need to come up with like maybe 7 wins out of 10. I think that year Montella had coached, I think like the last couple of games of the season he had won. Then we won all the pre-seasons and then he went to like a 4 or 5 game winning streak. But in the end, we have until October 5th, right? If I'm reading here, Pepe Di Stefano from Sky Sports saying, I see a rational and balanced AC Milan, both at a corporate and financial level, which, a guy that has a great reputation, but both at a corporate and financial level, we keep on seeing this, but in the end, it's been maybe a week, 2 weeks, Gio, that we haven't heard, but we still have this Donnarumma thing to settle, right? And people can get mad at Raiola all they want, including me, including probably you guys here. But in the end, he's doing his job, right? It's just like Mourinho. You love to hate the guy, right? And he's always done his job. And in the end, he does exactly what he's asked to do. And that's what Raiola is doing. So talking about a both corporate and financial level being very, balanced, but we need to sign Donnarumma. Gio, how much are you willing to give Donnarumma? Would you give him? Obviously, he's going for 10 million, but 8.5? Like, do you give this guy whatever he wants?
You know what? I just don't understand, because remember, Zlatan said he wanted to be the highest paid. So, I mean, I don't know. I'll give him 8.5. I mean, as long as we got him signed to a contract, if somebody wants to come and take it from him, we need that.
Pay up, right?
Pay up over 100 mil. After they pay Raiola, we need that 100 mil.
Exactly. Yeah. Colin, 8.5. Would you be comfortable with that? Even like
I definitely would. And you know what, as well, he has that whole thing with the 10 million. Even Raiola, as you said, that he never asked for that of Milan. So it's just the media. That's just the media, yeah.
And it's unfortunate, right? And
so it just means that there hasn't been any meeting yet.
So who knows what's true, Maldini, what's not true? Exactly, right? And it's just, even let's say like MKS asking, according to some reports, always with the Sarno made by Milan, what do you think of this? And we've heard about this for the last 6 to 8 months, but in the end, it's just unfortunate in this day and age about this whole fake news and social media, clickbait, click on this, click on that. And even guys with the Tonali, right? Gio, you might be a bit younger than Colin and I, but even when Tonali was on me, I'm like, I'm not believing shit until this pen, he's writing the signatures, because nowadays it's like you never know what's real. Exactly. You never know what's not real. And yes, if Arnaud would buy it, I would be excited, because them, it's all about branding, right? And we've seen signs for the third jersey, the away jersey. It's all about branding, guys, because people can talk about they don't like it, this and that, but let's put it this way. A regular Joe Schmo that just kind of follows Milan, would he go to a club, example, with what Gio is wearing right now? We would, obviously, because Forza Milan. But I think of a teal or with those little things, it's maybe a bit more modern and people like. So it's all about branding. So yes, MKS on YouTube, I would be excited for that. But it's just so hard to find out about, is this for real? Is this not for real? Does he really want 10 million? And in the end, guys, if he wants 10 million gross, I'm sorry, give it to him, because even against Shamrock Rovers, saved us a couple of goals there, right? I'm not taking anything away from he saved us, right?
Yeah, but even after the break as well, so he was one of our much better players as well.
150%,
and like I know there last year, the year before, he was a bit raw, so like I think he is maturing a bit more now, but in fairness, like I don't think he is going to leave, he doesn't want to leave,
no, that definitely, but money talks, guys.
To leave, and like I'm sure whatever money we offer him, he will take it.
He's definitely going to take it. Speaking of money, I
think so now, because he is a Milanista, he is like already actually playing there for his team, so
yeah.
What
let's
keep you want to leave,
Let's keep those fingers crossed, right?
The armband as well,
And speaking of
Also,
money, speaking of these rumors, Kuvan's mentioning again this whole Bakayoko thing. What has it been, Gio? It's 2 months we've been hearing about Bakayoko. Oh, we're still treating with Chelsea. Oh, we might be able to get him. Bakayoko, if we do bring him on, he's not a starter, is he, Gio? Am I crazy? But with this midfield, he's not a starter. So are we gonna spend 20, 25 million on somebody that is gonna I don't want to say right the bench, but as a fantastic alternate, or substitute? Are you ready to spend that kind of money?
No, I'd rather spend it on that guy that we're linked from Toulouse, Sangare, $10 million. That I mean, backup. They say he has quality and stuff like that. I mean, I love Bakayoko. I'm not gonna say here and lie, but
No.
that's too much. And like even they say if we sell them like loan with option with obligation to buy 18 million, they're gonna even make profit. Now Marina, she just wants to go overboard and not make profit. They'll balance the books, but she wants to make profit. She wants to get 35 million, so they're gonna make extra profit. No, then we should just step away from it. To be
Exactly.
honest.
You know what? Let's go with this plan, right? And we're talking with this with Stephen, guys. By the way, when I went to see Steve yesterday, social distancing, other than that secret picture that we sent on Patreon. You guys don't put it all on social media. It's a private picture, but
there's no kissing around at that time, no?
exactly. But I love,
Mm.
you're saying like, oh, you want to give us your player on a loan? No problem. I'll take your loan. I'll take it. Guys, Diaz, not bad from the two times I see him. The footwork, trying to prove himself, and in the end, like you were saying, it's like, loan us your players. We'll take them on, and if we do make Champions League, then we'll talk because maybe the players are going to start. Is maybe this the right formula? Like the Diaz, what have you seen, Colin? Let's say from Diaz, have you liked what you've seen? He reminds me a bit of the
I have,
feeling
yes.
from Theo Hernandez. Remember when we saw him the first times? Was it against Bayern Munich during the? Anyway, it was one of those friendlies against Bayern, and we saw him like, what the hell is going in?
Pre-seasons, yeah.
Those preseasons. So, what was your take on Diaz and what we've seen so far?
I think he's good. In fairness, like even against Rovers there on Thursday, there was some nice play from him as well when he did actually come on. I was just about to say as well that if we were even actually talking about players that have actually like shown improvement like over the last month or two as well. Alexis Sailmakers as well,
Yeah,
he is getting better, because he had that assist as well for Hakan's goal as well.
Yeah.
On
Sausage Maker
Thursday
has
as
been
well,
he's been impressive. Definitely, we were trying to reach out to him to take a picture with sausages and send it to us. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. He's
But
getting better. He's getting better now.
He's getting better. Sausage making getting a lot better. And speaking of guys getting a lot better, and Alessandro mentioning his contract is ending next year. Çalhanoğlu, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the Ibra effect, but Gio, like he had a fantastic game against Shamrock, right? A goal and an assist. He looks like a new man, and obviously, probably because of Ibra. And hello to Vaza. Vaza interviewed him, Milan Club Georgia, joining even our Milan Club Rossoneri on Facebook. Welcome, Vaza. But Çalhanoğlu, Gio, do you feel like maybe, I don't know, if Ibra leaves at the end of the season, who knows, this guy's who wants to play until he's 45, do you believe in this rejuvenated, rehyped Çalhanoğlu? And would you re-sign him the way he's been replaying?
I mean, I think Ibra's taking him under his wings because, I mean, I think they said that Ibra tried to do that at Paquetá, but that's the main reason that he's leaving because him and Ibra don't get along. So Hakan probably like, oh, man, if I don't listen, he'll beat me up. And I believe in him, and that's what we've been waiting for, what, like 3 years now? It's been like 3 years, right? So that's what we've been waiting for him. Those rockets, those, that's what.
It's what we were looking. It's what we were expecting when we signed him from. What did we sign him from? German team.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Leverkusen, right?
Yeah.
Colin, how have you felt about Çalhanoğlu? Like Steve would like to say. Great game against Shamrock, right? Great goal.
Mm,
Even the team build-up play to Ibra's goal, the great pass. And
mm.
do you think he'd be able to maintain this kind of standard even after Ibra is leaving? He's giving him this kind of boost? I don't know.
Uh,
It's hard to say, I know.
if he has the right people around him, yes, I'd say he can. Yeah, so that isn't only the right players, it's the right coaching staff as well,
It's hard. It's hard to say. I know it's hard to
It
say,
is
but
hard to say. It is hard to say, and like I think the great form that he has had of late is the Ibra effect as well as Gio has, as you said. Like Ibra did actually take him under his arm,
keep up
coached him
keep
as
up the
well,
work.
So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm happy.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, we're all happy, and we you're mentioning Kuva and Ibra Nocerino and Ibra Hakan is the same effect. I disagree on that one because Nocerino did not come in with the expectation of Çalhanoğlu when we bought him. Nocerino was like, when we bought him in, and what did he score that year? 13 goals for Serie A and Champions League. And let's not forget as well, Boateng was a big factor of the Ibra effect as well, because I'm sorry guys, Boateng was never the same player goal wise, offensive wise, after he didn't play with Ibra. So just the Çalhanoğlu is just that, it's hard for us to kind of predict, is he going to maintain that standard? We just want them to play. We just want them to play well, for the next season. And speaking about this next season, we do have on Monday Bologna. I know we have Inter, I believe, week 3 or week 4, if I'm not. Yeah, so we do have a couple of.
Home derby or away derby?
Let me pop
sure.
up the application over here. My teams, Milan. So here we go. So what do we have here is fixtures. Where are we at? So we have obviously Bologna coming up, and then we're playing on the 24th. We got draw to Bodo/Glimt from Norway.
Yeah, that's on Thursday. Yeah, so if we beat them, then I think we would
Besiktas.
Besiktas, So and then we have Crotone, Spezia, and it is an away game, away derby. So guys, in reality, we need those 9 points against Bologna, against Crotone, against Spezia. There's no excuses on those ones there. And maybe the expectations might have been might be higher for us, but in the end, guys, whether we win 1-0, we want to win 3-0 against these teams, but remember, in the history books, it's going to become a 3 points. So no matter how we get them, right, we need those 3 points, because this is the first season of Serie A that I feel that there is going to be a chase for the Scudetto. Do you guys agree?
I do indeed. It's going to be Juve, Inter, Atalanta. It's going to be Milan, maybe Lazio.
Not Roma if they played like today. They're Roma. What did they do? 0-0 against?
They were awful. They were awful there today as well.
We're all excited for Serie A to come back and one goal in 2 games. I know Fiorentina won today there, so we have a lot of the games tomorrow. But definitely, see, after Inter, we have Inter, Roma, and Udinese back to back, right? So back to back. Then we go to Verona, Napoli, Fiorentina, Sampdoria, Parma, Juve. We play in January, right? So we'll see. Atalanta still the underdog, but I think Cuba and Atalanta. I think Atalanta has been. I don't want to take anything away from them, but I think Atalanta is the fruit of the top Le Sette Signorini that we are used to underperforming. So Atalanta was able to take advantage of their great play. They were able to take advantage of their high in being the Champions League in our fucking stadium. That's another story for another day. But Milan has to be in that top 4 conversation. We this is it, guys. We cannot go again with our goal this year is Europa League and this. If we continue in this Europa League and make more money, great, But Lazio, Lazio, I'm not gonna disregard them because every year everybody seems Lazio. Every year they come up and then they do Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where they just keep on, they just drop the ball at the most opportune moment. But you're feeling Gio on this season. Do you think? Let's say the first 10 games. We always like to say, Steve and I, the first 10 games is what really like tries to dictate. Like, let's judge after 10 games and then at the winter break. But is your feelings about this team a lot better now? By the way, I love that jersey. Look at that collar on that jersey.
Vinny,
Look at beautiful.
Vinny,
Yeah.
can you ask Colin? I just need to give my daughter some chips. Can you ask
Go
Colin?
family first.
Yeah,
family
yeah,
first.
yeah.
I'll be right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry, Jeff.
so
sorry, watch my language.
Against,
a question is Jeff is telling me that I got to watch my language. Sorry, Jeff. It's because Atalanta and Gasperini, he comes to get us, and he knows how to, that little dance that he made and whatever.
Oh, this stuff, yeah.
Colin, your feelings of Milan, your feelings of watching Milan this year to start the season, and I know, like I was trying to tell Tommy the other time on the podcast, we were excited the year that we spent 250 million on the market. Let's not kid ourselves. We got fooled. We got completely fooled, and we're the first ones to admit it. But
I wasn't really excited with that now,
No,
because I thought that we did too much. Too soon.
Okay. I'll respect that. But is your feeling about this year here? I know we haven't splashed the pot on a big name player, but how do you feel starting the season and what we've seen from the post-COVID Milan?
Yeah, so this is the first year that I feel that we have an actual project that we are working towards.
The management being a lot more solid.
I think everyone has faith in everyone else around it as well. Even last week, Maldini says that our goal is going to be now to finish at least fourth. It has to be. It has to be.
It's got to be that, and even to you, Gio, it's like from 6 months ago talking that Maldini might not keep his job and Gazidis against everybody. How things have turned, and you're feeling this year. How much has it changed, or what is your feeling? Going into this season now that might be different from the other seasons.
I just think the signing of Tonali, man, keeping that Italian, because like I told you, I go for the Azzurri too. I mean, having like an Azzurri national team player on the team, he wants to fight for the badge. We got Brahim Diaz, like I said, my brother, he supports Real Madrid, and he said, okay, you only can have him for 2 years, and then we need him back. He has talent there, so. I mean, I feel confident, and I don't know. Usually, I wear the same shirts from like the same season, but since the restart, I've been wearing like all my vintage shirts, and I'm gonna keep doing that, man, because we've been doing good. So
don't let us down. Don't let us down, Gio. You got to keep with the classic t-shirts.
Yeah.
And that's the next one I gotta get. I gotta get that Centennial jersey with Maldini in the back, and for you guys that are watching that do not know.
Have that already, Vinny,
No, I have the Maldini jersey from the Champions League final in 2007 with the patch that still says 6, and I have the Maldini jersey from his last game. When he had that little patch that said Solo per te. But
he went over to Milan for that jersey as well. He did,
And oh man, it's just I gotta see like the next. I put Van Basten. I need to redo my Seedorf because. When I bought my jersey, I thought I was going to be an installer. I'm like, how complicated could this be, putting letters on a jersey? Guys, leave it to professionals. And I kind of ruined that jersey, so I got to buy myself another one. Alessandro saying, he's worried with Napoli. Even Napoli, we're not talking about them that much. And who knows? Even them, they're always silent at the beginning. We'll see how that goes. But in the end, I just like the Milan, the Milan directors, would it be, I just feel bad for Boban, man. I just feel bad because he lost his job for no reason. He has a lot of faults in that, right? Don't get me wrong, but Boban, Gazidis, and Masara doing okay job, and it seems like Maldini is a bit more comfortable in his role. Speaks when needs to speak. And I love seeing, like, on Milan News, you guys will have a look, and he's there at the trainings. So, a guy like, would it be a Tio Hernandez or these young kids, Brem Diaz, looking at a guy like Maldini, they're staying and just, watching a legend like him, and he's just, and Pioli, hey, he's getting praises left, right, and center, and hopefully he doesn't go through a 3-4 game losing streak, and all of a sudden we need to change coaches again. But Colin, let's finish up with this one. Is Pioli, let's just say, like, from what we've seen, is he the man to bring us the Champions League? Not the Champions League trophy, excuse me, but can he bring us to
Into
qualification?
Champions League.
Yeah,
I'd say so. Yes.
How about
yes.
how about you, Gio? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go. What do you think he's going to bring us?
Because, like, I don't think it is in our interest to how to say, like, upset the apple cart now, because everything seems to be working, so why change it at the moment,
Don't fix what ain't broken, right?
Exactly.
Gio Pioli, he's not a guy. He's not a Mourinho. He's not a these guys that have all these trophies. But he seems to be working, and he seems that the players are liking him. Do you see him as the man that's going to bring us into Champions League qualification?
Yeah, he is. And we got assistant coach Ibra, so Ibra smack him up too. So like, I don't know, Pioli. I didn't want him in the beginning, but I think he's the one that's like Spalletti's crazy ass took Inter to Champions League. That's what Pioli's gonna do. And then when we need to win it, we're gonna get a good coach, a good manager that's gonna take us over the top.
Exactly. But before we get to there, guys, like we're saying, we ain't gonna make Champions League. Going through Champions League quarterfinals or group stages with guys like, and I love them, but now with guys with Salamag, Sausage Maker, and Castillejo, we just need a bit more experience. I love these young kids. Let's see how we come up, especially on Monday. Then we'll have the game on Thursday against the team I cannot pronounce, and that should be a blowout, hopefully. And yeah, the Milan Club, the Milan app went crashed down during the game. And I know somebody posted, I didn't know, but Milan has an official channel on Dailymotion. So for you guys, that was legit from, yeah, like they shared us the in our WhatsApp group, official Dailymotion, and at least you can Chromecast from the Dailymotion app. I know that the Milan app had come back on because. How about you guys in the States, Gio? Who was broadcasting officially? Because we found out like 2 days before the game. Was there an official broadcaster for the Shamrock Milan game?
No, you know what? Like, there's this channel called Tu DN. It's like a Spanish channel.
Okay.
And they have the rights to the Europa League Champions League. That's why I think his name is Franco Faz.
Yeah, Faz.
I thought it was gonna be on there, but then like a day before it said, "Oh, if you don't live if you live in these countries, you can watch it on the Milan the app," and that's what I did.
And then Colin, you guys in Ireland, there, who was the official broadcaster of the game, or did you guys have to be stuck watching on an app?
RTE, so it was our national broadcaster.
It was a national broadcaster
because it was an Irish team,
so they were able to broadcast because I know that
I did hear as well that the lads from Milan Club New York were having problems actually trying to find broadcaster for the match as well, because they were even actually saying ESPN as well. There was
nothing was watching. I know here the AZN has the rights for the Europa League, but it wasn't on. I know even I usually check livesoccertv.com, and it was showing that in Italy was the AZN, and we have the Android boxes here. And Steve was looking through the AZNs and it couldn't find it. And then somebody had just posted on Dailymotion. So for you guys, if anything, for the next times, because I just believe that the app crashed because they only announced it like 2 days before, which I found a little sad. Not for anything, guys. It's like, we are Milan, and your fans around the world are just wondering where we're going to be able to watch this game. I just think it just crashed because too many people went on at the exact same time. So, guys, honestly. Do you have any headlines you guys want to talk about? Anything that grabbed your attention, or we should bid farewell to all these fans of ours? And thank you for everybody watching. Alessandro, Jeff, Kuvan, well, Luban Yusef that said hello before. Thanks. And we're gonna try to come up with these. Gio, him, he's in California. Whatever time we give, even if we give midnight, him, it's still 7 o'clock over there. Colin's gonna have another pint. He might be going to bed there. But any
Really going to bed.
really going to bed. Any headlines you guys wanted to talk about? Anything that got to you, or let's close this off. Anything in your minds, gentlemen?
Oh, Leal said he coming soon, so I don't know what he means by that. But hopefully he's the one that needs. He has the talent to take us on for years, but it's the maturity. Is like Balo. Oh man, I've been raving about Balo since he was 18, but he's never matured, and that's what his downfall. If he would have been mature, man, Balo crazy. Watching him in the Euros, he was too strong for everybody. He took everybody on. He took off the shirt, but hopefully he matures, man, because he has the talent in the world to take us where we need to go in the future if he can mature.
Yeah,
I'm the same there, Gio, because he is a bit raw at the moment, so he just needs to be molded a bit better as well, so.
And just like guys, I was looking through my hard drive to see what I was going to share with you guys next, and I have all the goals of Euro 1996, and looking at Cassano, what another wasted talent, and Cassano, even, that it was always the same problems, right? He was left by himself over there. It was just crazy. And to Jeff, streaming from DZN instead of having the service, that could be why. No, but Jeff, even DZN, I think because there was way too many games. How many games was there, guys, on Thursday? I think there was like over 30 games. So I don't know exactly what happened from that one. But Jeff, I was looking through the DZN app, and it was not working whatsoever. So that's why I think Milan at the end just decided to put it on the app, which crashed for everybody. But yeah, I know Leao, does he have COVID? I'm not sure. Does he not have it? We were quite critical of him of not making a rap video, but releasing it during an actual game. It's just Leao. You do have that potential, raw power, raw potential too. But he just, you go down to earth. You're still a kid. Follow Ibra's lead, because we do believe in you. And like you were saying, Colombo might have scored goals against, who did we play there? Serie B and Serie C teams. But what can you do, Colombo? Maybe in a do or die. Great talent. We'll see what he could do there. But we need Leao. We need Leao to just refine his skills. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
He needs to get mature. That's it, man. And we have a talent right there.
Do your rap videos on the off season. Yeah, do your hip hop rap videos there. Exactly. Yeah. So hopefully he shapes up. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. Next time I'll tell Steve to make sure he's got nothing planned throughout the day. And he apologized in advance. So we're going to try to get these and even us, right? I know we're not professionals, nor do we pretend to be, but we're going to try to give you at least a better heads up than just 24 hours before. We'd love to have at least 10 of you guys and just discussing. And there's missing Tommy, because Steve says he needs Tommy there so they can start bickering at each other like they usually do. So Colin, have yourself a good night. Gio, you still have the whole afternoon in front of you there. It's nice and sunny.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. How hot is it there in California?
88 degrees.
88 degrees. Colin, is it cold there like here in Montreal?
It was, I say, about like 12 degrees there today.
12 degrees. You see, Gio, us, we don't talk Fahrenheit.
No, that's
Celsius.
Celsius
we talk Celsius. So it's 12 here. It's about like 15, 17. And yesterday, Steve was making fun of me because I was wearing a scarf. He's out there with his T-shirt and his shorts. But it's getting cold. Guys, have yourselves a fantastic evening. To the people on YouTube, thank you for watching. And stay tuned for... no, we're not going to tell you when it's going to happen. Just click on the subscribe and notifications. Have a great night to the YouTube world. Forza Milan.
All right, ciao.